the easy way. Get paid daily and help us make the world a better place to live in for us all. This is the best job opportunity in the world. Will you rather keep doing what you are already doing for a living, or will you like to get paid daily for passing out gifts of digital gold? If
All
you are ready
right.
to
This
learn
is
more
the
or
best
already
job
set to get started,
opportunity in
get
the
back with the
world. This
person
is
that
what
shared this video with you, and
the
they can
pres
help you
the
get going
president
in
of
this
TBC in
golden
Cameroon is
digital
saying.
world.
And here we stop for now. Good evening, dear viewers. It's another great privilege for me to have you on my live broadcast channel this evening. I'm so happy, I'm so delighted. It's a pleasure for me to shoot this live broadcast this evening. I tried doing it in the morning, but the gods of the past were not with me. I never had the opportunity to do it. So I went out to do what I had to do, and I said that let me do it this evening. And I assure you, I think this time will be appropriate for me to shoot most of the live broadcasting since the morning is a little bit disturbing. My name is Giros Mufo. You call me Mufo Money. Mufo Money is the name I'm baptized with in the TBC community. It's a great privilege for me to have you. Bonjour, bonsoir à tous les TBCiens du monde entier. C'est un immense plaisir pour moi de vous avoir sur mon live ce soir. C'est encore un autre moment de détente pour nous de partager les réalités et le visuel palpable de ce qui est TBC et de la communauté TBC avec sa vision et sa monnaie qui nous propulse vers d'autres sommets et d'autres horizons. Là où je suis en train de parler maintenant, si vous allez dans votre compte Bitcoin, pour ceux qui maîtrisent le Bitcoin est en train de faire gaffe. On dit ici au Cameroun, faire gaffe de dire que le Bitcoin est en train de faire sa due. Le Bitcoin est en train de grimper énormément. Et c'est ce que nous, dans les crypto-monnaies, on ne cesse de le dire aux autres personnes. Donc, je vais faire ce live en deux parties. Je vais faire la première partie en anglaise et la deuxième partie en française parce que beaucoup de gars qui sont dans mon live me dit toujours que, gars, tu te focalises beaucoup sur l'anglais, tu nous négliges, nous de la communauté francophone. Il y a beaucoup des informations que tu redis et dis encore. C'est tellement intéressant pour nous de comprendre. Donc, essayez de temps en autre de faire les lives en français. Donc, je vous ai écouté, je vais essayer de mon mieux. Si possible, le soir, je veux faire 15 minutes de mon live en anglais, 15 minutes de l'autre côté en français. Donc, je suis à mon 102e live broadcast. Et à mon 102e live broadcast, je veux faire quelque chose où je continue toujours à rejoindre ma voix aux voix de tous les autres TBCiens du monde entier. C'est-à-dire, I'm joining my voice to all the voices of all the other thousands and thousands of broadcasters of TBC around the whole world with the able leaders. I went down to the field today again with the great able leader, President Badio. We were together on the nations show. We went around, we talked to a good number of nations, and I saw how it is functional, guys. It's awesome, it's so great. I'm so thrilled, I'm so touched with what I saw today and what I also went out on Saturday with them, and I will try to keep going out with them in order to really be in alignment with this new vision of bringing more nations to the TBC family. So today, in my 102nd live broadcast, I'll be focusing the first 15 minutes on the bounties. And the bounty program, a good number of people are still questioning themselves about the bounty program. The bounty program is a very great rewarding program brought in by admin to benefit the builders, the contributors of the TBC communities. If you are that person that you are not even looking only at the monetary aspect of TBC, but you focus on the vision and the mission of which TBC has put forth for us to run with, which is building a world in which we kick out poverty and misery and treating each other with respect and love. That is the mission of which TBC is all about, to give to everybody that will listen to the sound and the voice of all the TBCians in the world. I encourage all TBCians around the whole world to at least do a live broadcast. Your voice needs to be heard. You need to speak to the world. What you will say is not what I will say, and what you will say will count to the ears that will listen. As I'm saying it now, others are listening, and they will definitely have something to take home with. So that is what I will present to you today, and I will go right deep into this live broadcast, that into the meat of this live broadcast. I will normally say it. I will talk about the bounties of program. And talking about the bounties program, this program is for new as well as old. I know a good number of leaders have talked about it, but I'm still getting a lot of questions about it, of which I really needed to share with you. Now, the bounty program is a program of which permit you to earn Bitcoin. I'll go to the blog. I think in the blog it will be more great to share what is in the blog and to share it with you and let you really understand what I'm trying to talk about as far as this bounty product, this bounty new program is concerned. So I'll take you to the blog and we're going to really come out to understand. Like this bounty program is a program that came up last Monday, the 8th of April. This is the article of which the bounty program took effect with, and everybody that is registering somebody new need to not pay the normal admin fee of 4 grains of gold, but now we have 8 grains of gold. That is approximately $22. So $22 is the amount that each and everyone needs to pay. This is what admin say particular concerning this. If you have not updated your Kringer profile to be listed in the full-timer database, this is a very important information that people are selecting. Those who are listening to my voice and those who are under the channel and they are under me and they're following me as far as the TBC community is concerned, please take home this information and stick to it and really try to pinch it out, nurture it, and try to consume it because it's very, very vital. If you have not updated your Kringer KCBO, that is your Kringer back office profile, to be listed in the full-timer database, you should do that now so that we can recognize your recruiting effort for you and your country. So for you to appear here, you need to do two simple things. You need to go to your Kringer back office. Let me take you the really. I said most of the time now I do not say much. I go by practice. You go to your Kringer back office. This is my Kringer back office. Okay, you guys loaded. I will enter, and once it will pop up, I'll go directly to account, your account. This is in your account. Yeah, my account is showing paid, and I've said that word. Please notice that a payment today of 8 grains will make you eligible for the Bitcoin bounty and extend your clear back office for only 1 month from today, regardless of your previous expiration date. So, for me to get that, I need to come down right down to I think it's profile. Yeah, your profile. For me to get my bounties, I need to come to profile. This is the first stage that you need to go through. I need to come to my profile. In my profile, I need to go down right to the last level where they say full timer. And then now I need to click on I'm a full timer and click check in. And for you to be a full timer, you must at least have 2 signups and at least must have watched one send button meeting. You must have had at least 2 signups and must have watched at least one send button meeting. So if you have 2 signups and must have watched at least one send button meeting, you will click I'm a full timer and check in. It will give you the right to be a full timer. And once you are a full timer, your name and the people that you recruit can appear in this board that admin is talking of. This board is your name, that is your recruiting, and your names and your country will appear here. And guys, you are entitled to the bounties. You are entitled to the bounties, and the bounties run how? Repetition makes information to stay. The bounty is that the new 8 grains of gold that the new registered person is going to pay, or the former edition that wants to benefit from the bounty is going to pay. 50% is going to go to admin and 50% is going to go to the person which is the sponsor. And admins have said we need such finances because we want to secure more and more the website of TBC. Admin always tell us as from the start that the most expensive thing is what is security. So Amin does not want to joke with security. This is what Amin always tell us most of the time, that the most expensive thing is security, and wants to stay is secure. This is the word. This is what Amin always tell us. I would like to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer: security is very expensive. So that is the reason for which there is that slight change. You know, in Cameroon, for us, we are talking about things we miss the African Cup of Nations. We are talking about slight update. We are also talking about in TBC. That is a slight change that we have in TBC today, which has to do with the amount of registration that every newcomer or all a person in the community which should put to light if he or she wants to be online. Now, the next thing has to do with the trouble that most people were facing these days with their wallet. And Min promised that this week, by Friday this week, with this notice here, by Friday this week, everything would have been done with that. And I believe that that is what will really be of great importance to everyone. So you should remain very observant of the back office. If you're unable to enter your wallet, or the amount of TBC that you have in your back office is not showing, you should wait. I mean, the wallets are on maintenance. For those who have already gotten the information or alert and informed on the realities of TBC every day, already know this, that I mean, I've given us right up to Friday for everything to be on with the send button, and us being ready to do transaction as usual. So that means that that is the great focus on the bounty. As I'm telling you guys, the bounty is paying. I myself is this week that I'm going to upgrade my account, and I believe that sign ups that I'm already prepared to sign them up, and I know they're going to go a long way to make me gain a lot of bounty. I'm very excited for you to know that I'm about to gain bounty. And once I will get my bounty, the first bounty that I will get, I will shoot the video here and I will let you be informed of the bounty. So that is the first information I have for you today, of which I was to do it this morning, but unfortunately the gods of power will not be me in this part of the country. You know, we have a little problem as far as power is concerned. Right now, I will take you to another great information that has to do with uh, the crypto industry in general. The crypto industry in general is facing a very big boom. This is Good Morning Crypto Innovatech. This guy, I listen to this guy nearly every morning. He does lives every morning, and this guy is a very great guy, and he is.
And we do this each and every day at 8 a.m. Central European Time.
You
Guys,
get him.
amazing here. And today, as usual, we have a juicy episode. Why? Because we'll be talking about IMF and World Bank,
Wow.
namely International Monetary Fund and World Bank are creating their own cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
We will
this
talk
is the
about
information I
exactly
wanted
what
to
is
share
right
with you.
now and also the future of that, whether they will succeed, whether they will not succeed, and really what is the vision, what is the grand vision of this whole venture that they're building.
I'll just
Because
allow you to
many people
listen
are
a little
wondering,
bit, and
will
I
it
will take you
change
to what the
XRP and the chances
Christina
that
guy, the
XRP
person that
has
in charge of
currently
the World
on
Bank,
the
said
market,
about
or
this
will it not
information.
affect XRP? Will it affect Bitcoin? Will it affect Ethereum? So I want to analyze this news from different angles. So this is number one. Number two, we have WikiLeaks being put on IFS, and really it's a Bitcoin Cash developer that made it happen. Knowledge that it's very important. Looks suspect to many people, but nonetheless, the question is, it is one thing when we're talking,
I wanted to take us
and this is,
right
by the way,
to the
something that we're
place.
seeing
Yeah,
already
he was
with Facebook
questioning
coin.
the.
Who knows if Google gonna create their coin? But you realize that the role
I
of
want
the
you to get
traditional bank is
what the
changing, and
person
the
in
way the
charge
traditional bank looks right now is
of
changing
the.
very rapidly. It's all towards tech. Also, she mentioned the fact that, you know,
I want you to really get her voice.
we have to look at
Get what she said.
where those of the regulators and such have launched in November something that is called TIP. It really shows you that the big players about really what is happening in the banking space. And also, she has a big misunderstanding. You will see why she has a big misunderstanding. But let's listen to what
Just
she
listen a little
has
bit.
to
This is
say
what
when it
I
comes
had
to
for
this
you, and this was
matter.
a
And
great
also, let
news
me
that
know if the sound
broke
is
the
clear.
waves of the
Let's go. Let's
crypto
go.
world yesterday.
Currently piloted in a way within the institutional clients, but to be scaled beyond that. We heard from the
The
European Central
sound is
Bank
really a
that they
little
are
bit poor, but I
they have
believe it will
launched
be
in
increased.
November something that is called TIPS, that enables all the banks in the eurozone to actually transfer instantly at virtually no cost money between them. So I think that the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto assets, currencies, or whatever, and it's far from the bitcoins that we used to talk about a year ago, that is clearly shaping the system. Uh, the voice we heard, which was, I thought, really interesting, were those of the regulators and central bank governors who said, well, yes, this is good and this is helpful, and it is changing the business model of commercial banks. But we have to be mindful of two things: trust and stability of the system. And we are equally concerned, we at the IMF, about stability. We don't want innovation that would shake the system
See,
so much that we would lose the stability that is needed.
And our regulators and doing enough now to ensure that stability. Tech company being involved in the case.
Okay, this is the just the short video that I can present to you, and I was trying to tell you that this is the representative of IMF, and they are the ones in charge of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. They are about, she was explaining there about launching a cryptocurrency program that is going to see itself to be on the market very soon. And we are knowing that we have been pushing this issue of cryptocurrency for quite a long while, but most people are not understanding. But we believe that one of the powers that we are already creating there, that we know that will not be the decentralized cryptocurrency of which we all know about, is really time for us to really take what we are doing to higher heights, because it is what we need to bench ourselves on and to go very far and to do it with a lot of acceptation and with a lot of determination. We are not being blindfolded, guys. We are not selling fake dreams to people. We are looking at the future and we are scrutinizing the future right in front of us, and we are telling people things that they will see in 3, 4, 5 years to come, and we would have already been glued into the system and we will be functioning very greatly because we saw it before it happened. So that is the greatest thing I wanted to share with you in this live broadcast, by telling you what your bounties would make you to have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going crazy this evening. If you have not gotten the information, go to the net and try to tap out the different Bitcoin outlets. You're going to see that Bitcoin is really doing it awesome this evening, and has been doing it awesome since mid of this April month. And I'm telling you, we of the crypto world, we are really very grateful. And TBC has made it so wonderful that we'll be having very residual value in Bitcoin. As it is going up, we can store a little bit of Bitcoin in our Bitcoin wallet, and it's going to make us to get a great worth of Bitcoin, which is a lot of fortune for each and every one. Okay, so that is what I have to present for you today in this live broadcast, to tell you that what remain very objective as far as the TBC is concerned. Stick on to the distribution and duplication of what the system is all about. Go information, go in for everybody. Not everybody will listen to you, but keep on going, keep on working. As we say in Johnny Walking, keep the working on. So keep on working. Now I will bash into the French community. Since I said this live is going to, was to be in two dimension, English and French. I'm going to bash my in French and I present the realities to the French community, and the account have really done it bilingually. So let me go to the French community and try to share what I've shared with the English community, all the guys of the French community. Bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir et bonjour à toute la communauté francophone. C'est un immense plaisir pour moi de passer maintenant en français pour vous parler de ce que je viens de dire en anglais aux autres personnes qui sont sur ma chaîne, parce que je sais, il y a beaucoup de gens qui sont sur ma chaîne qui sont des francophones, et il y a beaucoup d'autres qui sont des anglophones. Je sais, ma chaîne YouTube a déjà tellement des abonnés, et c'est pour cela que je décide que quoi, à chaque moment que je serai en live, je vais faire une première quinzaine de minutes en anglais et les deuxième quinzaine de minutes en français, pour que mes 30 minutes qu'on m'a réservé pour le live broadcast, je puisse satisfaire tout le monde qui est dans qui est abonné à ma chaîne YouTube. Donc, j'essayais d'expliquer quelque chose de tellement important en anglais. J'ai parlé de bounty. Le bounty, je vois, dans la communauté francophone, cette information de bounty n'est pas encore bien expliquée. Le bounty, depuis le Send Button Meeting de 8 avril, lundi 8 avril, il y a une nouvelle promotion que l'administrateur a lancée dans la communauté TBC qui consiste à faire quoi? Qui consiste à un glissement de montant de l'enregistrement de nouvelles personnes qui passent maintenant de 4 grains d'or à 8 grains d'or et qui serait maintenant mensuel. Mensuel, 8 grains d'or te permet d'être sur une plateforme ou sur une lignée, de bénéficier d'un revenu résiduel. Et ce revenu résiduel vient des inscrits. Ça veut dire que quoi? Si vous êtes un ancien dans TBC et que vous voulez bénéficier de cette nouvelle promotion que l'administrateur a lancée, vous devez payer 8 grains d'or qui est équivalent entre 22 et 23 $. Et maintenant, vous serez en disposition de bénéficier de ce que l'administrateur appelle le bounty, qui est le revenu résiduel qui vient des gens qu'on les a sponsorisés. Mais maintenant, quand vous êtes nouveau, vous devez aussi bénéficier de ce bounty. Si vous payez les 8 grains d'or, si vous entrez dans la communauté immédiatement et vous payez les 8 grains d'or, vous devez aussi bénéficier de ce bounty de telle façon que quoi? Toute personne qui entre derrière vous, qui paye les 8 grains d'or, vous avez 50% qui va directement dans votre compte Bitcoin. Et pour la bonne information, Bitcoin depuis lundi est en train de faire le merveilles. Même ce soir, Bitcoin est en train de monter à une vitesse inégalable, jamais vu depuis décembre passé. Donc, c'est une opportunité pour nous d'amasser beaucoup de Bitcoin. On connaît Bitcoin comme le cash, le fiat qu'on utilise. Donc, Amine nous a donné l'opportunité de maîtriser, d'avoir des Bitcoins. Mais maintenant, pour ceux qui ont déjà eu l'idée de ça, mais ne maîtrisent pas, on dit la répétition permet à l'information de bien être assimilée. Je vais aller dans mon Back Office. Je vais essayer de partager mon écran avec vous et je vais vous montrer les deux modalités nécessaires pour permettre à n'importe quel TBC dans la communauté TBC de bénéficier de cette nouvelle promotion que l'administrateur a lancée. Mais maintenant, ça commence ici par cet article que l'administrateur a lancé. C'est l'article du Sandbot du 8 avril. Et maintenant, dans ce Sandbot du 8 avril, l'administrateur nous a dit ceci. L'administrateur nous a dit, pour bénéficier de ce bounty, il y a deux conditions. La première condition, c'est aller dans votre Back Office. Quand vous êtes dans votre Back Office, vous partez à Account, c'est-à-dire votre compte, vous pouvez changer, choisir votre langue. Moi, je laisse l'anglais parce que c'est ma langue, ma première langue. Donc, ici, je prends Profil. Voici déjà mon profil. Je descends en bas de Profil. Je vois, in order to participate in Bitcoin context, you need to be a qualified full-timer. To qualify, you need to complete a profile. You have to have attended view a recent send button meeting and you must have at least 2 active paid referrals. Mais maintenant, 2 active paid referrals, vous devez au moins sponsoriser 2 personnes qui ont déjà payé leur back office et vous devez au moins voir un send button meeting. Et si vous avez rempli ces 2 conditions, vous cliquez sur I'm a full-timer et vous cliquez sur check-in. On va vous upgrader à full-time. Dès que vous avez respecté ces conditions de full-timer, il reste une autre condition pour maintenant que vos bounties viennent dans vos comptes. Et pour que vos bounties viennent dans vos comptes, vous venez sur, vous prenez your account et dans your account, vous devez descendre. J'attends que ça. So that a payment today of 8 greens will make you eligible for the Bitcoin bounty and extend your Back Office only 1 month from today, regardless of your previous expiration date. Ça veut dire, si vous payez vos 8 grains d'or, ça veut dire l'équivalent de 23 $, vous avez la possibilité, maintenant que votre Back Office sera seulement ouvert pour 1 mois et toutes d'autres personnes que vous sponsorisez, vous allez avoir 50% de leur 8 grains d'or. Voilà ce que l'administrateur dit. You need to benefit from your bounty. Et voici déjà les bounties que l'administrateur paye déjà aux différentes personnes de la communauté qui ont respecté ces conditions et cet argent tombe directement dans votre porte-monnaie électronique Bitcoin et vous utilisez déjà. Et je vous ai dit à l'entame que Bitcoin est en train de faire les merveilles dans la communauté. Donc ceux qui ont déjà leur compte Bitcoin sont en train de réjouir quand ils sponsorisent d'autres personnes. Voilà ce qui est pour l'information sur le bounty et voilà tout ce qu'on devait faire. Ce n'est qu'un rappel. Je sais que beaucoup de gens dans la communauté comprennent déjà comment on fait pour avoir le revenu résiduel de bounty, mais il faut qu'on le rappelle parce que c'est tellement important et c'est tellement nécessaire pour nous tous dans la communauté d'avoir des informations sur ça. Donc, la réalité en est aussi que quoi? Le blockchain avait des problèmes tous au long de cette semaine. Depuis la semaine passée, il n'y a pas possibilité de faire les envois et les retraits dans la communauté à cause des difficultés qu'on avait dans le porte-monnaie électronique. L'administrateur nous a rassuré cette semaine. Je vais vous montrer une vidéo juste après que l'administrateur a utilisé pour nous dire que tout sera bien, bel et bien vendredi. Vendredi, on aura la possibilité d'envoyer et de recevoir les bitcoins ou les TBC dans nos comptes et de faire nos distributions de façon habituelle, nos échanges de façon habituelle sans avoir des problèmes parce qu'il y avait un peu de difficultés dans le porte-monnaie. On voulait se libérer de toutes ces difficultés. C'est pour ça que l'administrateur a eu à nous dit qu'il travaille sur les porte-monnaies et c'est pour cela que les échanges ne s'effectuaient pas. Donc voilà pour l'information que je venais de vous passer. Donc c'est ces deux informations capitales que je voulais vous passer, mais il y a quelque chose d'intéressant qu'on va le partager pour conclure de façon directe pour sortir. C'est quelque chose que j'ai retrouvé sur le blog ce soir et je ne pouvais pas partir sans vous faire part de ça. Et je vais vous faire part de ça en français avant de revenir en anglais. L'administrateur dit ici, avec un blog que je viens de voir, ce blog même date d'hier. L'administrateur essaie de nous dire quoi? Ce blog date d'hier, le 15. L'administrateur essaie de nous dire, euh, ce n'est même pas ça que je voulais. Excusez-moi, je dois aller en haut pour fouiller le blog en question et je voulais parler de. Voilà, voici le bloc en question. Ce bloc, c'est le 16 avril. Ce bloc date d'aujourd'hui. Ce bloc date d'aujourd'hui. L'administrateur essaie de nous dire quelque chose de tellement intéressant ici et j'aimerais le partager avec vous avec cette idée de bounty. Il essaie de dire ici que quoi? Je vais le dire en anglais avant de revenir en français. All members need to be mindful that upgrading to take advantage of the Bitcoin bounty is optional for the remainder of the time left from your 4 greens payment of the O admin fee. Remember also that the first payment of the admin fee then and also now covers the lifetime wallet fee. Even 1 day old babies are allowed to take advantage of this offer. But a baby doesn't really need a criminal cashback office, that is the KCBO, do they? So, new members can sign up their children to create a legacy for them and then the first payment cover isn't a need continue to pay the monthly admin fee for children because they don't need they are encouraged to keep on with those monthly admin fee and offset them with payments. If you are not going to recruit, I will still suggest that I will still sleep. Okay, I'm about to just happiness on this issue, but it's something very, very important and I need to really share it. Always just telling us that we only have to don't choose moment. It's not, but all of us we can
Let's talk
because we want to about.
about
So
people
like
making them
we will conclude with
music was late, then
with
and
a
it long that
track
played
by